in your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover.
Sheets is the lightweight, superior version of Excel. That's my statement.
It's the lightweight, superior version?
I think so.
I guess
it's simplified.
I probably don't like it because I'm not as familiar with it. But in doing, like, I just want it to work. I want to be able to load shit in with all of its VLOOKUPs and all that crap and nested tables and all that linked together. And you know what Sheets says? Sheets says go fuck yourself. So that's my problem with Sheets.
I see. You have a fundamental issue with how Sheets work.
Because I know, like, in Excel, at least, I've got 20 years of, like, okay, we have the tabs, and then we're going to go to the notebook, and you write the formula.
Sure.
Sheets bullshit. Just because it's green, too.
It's
they
green.
Match the color. Yay.
It's got the little, sheets.
Yeah, I mean, and things do resolve into it, but...
Yeah. I guess I don't. I will fully admit I am not an advanced spreadsheet user. I am a beginner to moderate. You know what I mean? So I'll do some funny stuff like the VLOOKUPs and I barely touch pivot tables, for example. You know what I mean? Just don't need to. Based on for what I do. I'll do countifs,
exports and imports.
Right. I'll do countifs with some conditionals and stuff. So I'll have some of that. You know what I mean? You do formatting, of course. Yeah.
And do you know how to do all of that in Sheets?
I do not. I am lacking some Sheets knowledge. So that's all right. There you go.
When one moves to Google Suite.
Google Suite, I know. Does Office 365 have the built-in AI capabilities now?
Yes, Copilot. But it's a drunk Copilot.
Oh, I see.
Because it's completely fucking useless.
I see.
It's
Gemini is not far off from that, but yeah, it's built into Sheets.
No, Gemini is so much better than.
Okay, all right, good to know.
I've used both. Because I'm using all of them at this point.
Yes.
ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Copilot. And Copilot's by far the worst.
Okay.
Copilot can't even make a PowerPoint presentation, and it's a Microsoft product. I was. It had so many problems. I was like, okay, here is a text file. Convert this into slides.
Yeah.
I can convert it into a text document, which you can plug in. You can.
It's making you do the work. It's telling you to do the work.
I know. I've already done that. I want you to make the slides. It's just like, due to a technical thing, and it basically said, it was like, I cannot create a PPTX document. I'm like, why?
Gemini can.
Part of our
Gemini
should be able to.
Gemini can. It's not even their product.
So it was
funny.
It was just all of these weird things, and it just kept apologizing to me, and I felt like I was just like in a bad relationship, because it's like, I'm so sorry. Is that what you wanted? And then at one point, I'm yelling at it. I'm like, the font. Why did you change the font? I don't. Oh, I am so sorry. I don't know.
I don't know why I did
that.
The
font back to what it was, and I'm like, you didn't do what you just said you were going to do. I know. My bad. I apologize.
Welcome to the world of AI. It changed the world.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's giving me more enemies.
Yeah.
Yay.
Now
I get to fight with a machine.
Right. It's in shitified basic tasks.
Right. Exactly. In shitification.
Yes. Way to go.
Good book that came out.
Anyway, in shitification. Anyway, we're live now, so it's good to see everyone.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Yeah, Green Pants is here, and he has curated. So Green Pants, this is our 86th episode, by the way. So that's yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of people helped.
That's a staggering
number of altruism.
It is.
Just the volume.
It is. I know.
I'm here for it.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic, right? So let's see, 430 people we've helped, right? It's 430 questions, I believe. I'm doing my math properly there.
I think we've got to have broken up at least 150 couples.
I think that's what we do. I think we have at least a 33% couple ruin rate, right? And probably not as much a higher. Well, I mean,
well, these people's relationships
should have ended and should never have happened.
Need to end. Yes, they are end. Such as how many we had of people dating children.
Right.
Like I'm 24. My 16-year-old girlfriend, right there.
Done. And you can stop. You can stop at that moment.
You're broken up.
We just broke you up and called the cops.
I don't. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just do a reverse IP lookup, and we know where you are, and the police are on their way.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's an a la carte service.
Yeah.
You have to,
right.
You have to attach that to your question.
Yeah, when you fill out the question form, Bullet Green Bet, you can click that. You can click please send law enforcement to my location.
Right. Yeah. If you add in the comment section like yes.
Right.
We can
make that happen. Yes. 24-year-old dating a 16-year-old girl. Oh, and we're good.
Like I reject the premise.
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay. Hold on. The police are on their way.
Oh, okay. The FBI.
So what we got this week.
All right. This week we got Jennifer from Keene, New Hampshire, and I actually Keene's a great town. Actually, I really like it. Been there several times. Jennifer says, I caught my coworker and manager kissing in the cooler the other day at work, and now I'm so lost on what to do. What is a cooler? Does she mean like a...
That's a walk-in refrigerator at like a...
Oh, like a literal cooler. I didn't know if it was like, this is like Gen Z talk for some kind of place.
No, like at a 7-Eleven, the cooler is like where you keep all the...
Perfect. So by retail. Okay. I caught a coworker and manager kissing in the cooler the other day at work, and now I'm lost on what to do. A couple of minutes later, she walks out and starts telling me, please don't say anything. Basically confirmed what I saw and also admitted that they are sleeping together. She wouldn't leave me alone until I pinky promised, not to say anything. The thing that stood out the most, though, was her saying he'll get in trouble for this, and if it was a different company, he'd be okay. Ever since then, I've been so anxious trying to make the right decision. What should I do? Jennifer from Keene, New Hampshire. Jennifer, fine question. Green Pants, please review. Our usual policy in this case.
How about you just shut the fuck up and never mention it again like a normal person? What decision are you struggling with? Exactly.
Yeah.
Whether or not to report them to HR for some sort of like self-righteous reason that you believe you're the arbiter of the moral fabric of the fucking 7-Eleven that you work at.
Correct.
Correct. Like, because if you're debating that in your head, you're an asshole. Okay, so just stop.
Am I the asshole?
Right now, what you have to do is say nothing. Do nothing. Just this never happened. There is 100% downsides. Like if you think HR is going to give you like a lifetime of free Slurpees because you told them
turned
that
in her manager
with the boss, you're out of your mind. Okay,
right.
So like, do you work in a missile silo? Like, is there a national security thing going on where like there's an affair or something? Like, because it doesn't. It sounds like, it sounds like a manager is fucking one of the employees.
Right.
At wherever.
And shouldn't be.
You know what?
And that's fine.
That happens every day in every town
in
the US.
And should it happen? No. Is it your business? Also no. It's like, great. Now if it affects how he runs the office, store, or whatever you're working in, right? Like if she gets special privileges, if, gives her assistant manager job, whatever, right? Then potentially you have a problem because now it's impacting you, right? But.
Well, and in that would be... because you would be reporting something that is impacting you. This is like
not impacting you.
I would like to be I think it's important to know that like no one is going to be pleased by this information.
Right.
It's sort of like with like cops. Cops don't like paperwork. Like they don't want to have to do it. So HR absolutely
does not want to file a report on this
to actually tell them this, because then they're going to have to be like,
no, we got to do a thing.
Are not going to care either.
We have to work
and
now.
By mandate, they're like, I guess I have to write this up into a thing. You will just be fucking with a lot of people's lives.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So don't do that.
Just drop it.
Don't say anything.
Jennifer, drop it. Does
no
not
downside.
matter. No downside. Doesn't matter.
do not worry.
Does not impact your
because,
life. If it does, we could have a
I-
conversation, but it does not. So don't worry. You're right.
Right. And even if they like, yeah, that's just, it's, yeah, just keep your pie hole firmly sealed.
Right.
And then we're good.
You know what this is building on? I got to do a quick expansion on this. Is the bullshit that's happening, and this actually just happened in my town too. It's there's a problem with dog waste, okay, in town.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a proposed bylaw that's going through that there's a fine for dog waste, and the addendum is if you see your neighbor not dealing with the dog waste, to report them. Thing, right? So they would then be held liable for as per the bylaw. That is a slope.
Like it's the law that you need to report.
It's not required
because they can't make that a law.
Correct. It's not. It's not required, but it's part of the law that, you know, people who report each other will be, you know, the investigations will begin, and I don't know what other bullshit happens, but something, right? And that's a minor version of as we remember the bullshit that happened in Texas, right? When they wanted neighbors to turn their own neighbors in if they suspected they went over state lines to get an abortion. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a whole thing. All downside. So there's something about this mindset of reporting, you know, basically turning in your fellow citizens for doing their own business. You know what I mean? It's like we just have to shake that off. Exactly. We have to get rid of that. Whole mindset has to go away. It's like
It's the same reason why what we do, like how you can tell that we don't live in an authoritarian country or we're not is that when someone passes a speed trap, they flash their lights at the next drivers so the drivers can avoid the speed trap.
Because we're all in this together.
Not allowed, and the police don't like that at all, and they'll get really pissed at you if you do it, and you could be like, no, just accidentally hit my high beams, but you know, so there's nothing they can do. But like, if
and apps like Waze, right? People who are reporting the traffic stops at Waze, like there's a cop right here and putting a Waze, right? It's like,
exactly.
That's us sticking together. That's the opposite of this bad thing that Jennifer's talking about.
My son is a Wazer. He controls Waze on everything and is the object still in the road? Yeah, because you get points. Like Waze has gamified that shit. And,
achievements.
You know,
achievement unlocked.
You know, I got tired of getting in accidents while driving, trying to update the Waze thing. So letting the apparently you're not supposed to like be on the Waze looking at it when you're driving. Like it's supposed to.
That is correct.
Somewhere that you can see the road.
Yes, that's correct. Priority seeing the road. Yeah,
they should write that down somewhere.
I think it is written many places, including the app itself when you load it up.
Who's to say? We'll never know.
The truth is so vague. Yeah, but this reporting each other bullshit. Like, here's the reality, right? It's like there are laws to keep people safe and to keep order, right? There's plenty of loopholes in those laws. Policing of those laws is, of course, limited because resources are limited, right? So if people are doing crazy shit and getting away with it, it's not your problem. It's fine. It is fine.
Well, it's also social stuff. Because we're not talking about, like, I just watched a guy rob a bank. This is like
two people fucking.
My boss is like they're doing something improper. Yeah, none of your fucking business.
None of your fucking business.
That's all the stuff that you don't want. It's like, just mind your business. Like,
exactly.
It's fine.
Exactly.
Because that's how it is in China, where you actually have like a social currency, and that you can lose social currency. And when that happens, it means that you can't buy plane tickets or you're not allowed on trains. Like, it literally is an episode of Black Mirror.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, don't be Black Mirror.
There's an episode of Black Mirror that's like that way, where the whole world works on likes.
Yeah.
But that is essentially how the Chinese system is set up. Like,
yeah. Don't be Black Mirror. That's good. Jennifer, let this go.
Generally, if Black Mirror is however, the Black Mirror never ends nicely.
No.
It always ends.
Yeah.
Just
by
like,
design.
Oh god.
By design, right? All right, here we go. Next is James from Saratoga Springs, New York. James says, I accidentally stole $130 in product from Target, and I don't know what to do. I was buying 2 of these boxes of Pokemon cards, and so I scanned one and threw both in the bag. When I got home, I noticed on the receipt I only paid for one. I'm scared if I don't come clean, I'll just get in trouble. I'm afraid that if I don't come clean, I'll get in a worse trouble. What should I do? James. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm very glad that you said it was Target.
Yes.
Because if you Honestly, if you 20 years ago,
yeah,
I would say up to you.
Yeah.
I would say the right thing to do would be to go back and return the merchandise.
Right.
If you didn't do it, probably no one would know. No one would say anything. There probably would not be any repercussions one way or the other.
Right.
But I am telling you, go return it to the Target. If you have an item and you misscanned it, they will not penalize you at all for trying to do the right thing.
Right.
But what they do is, once they mark you, so Target has a very sophisticated like facial recognition and scanning software. So their whole MO is that they work it up to a felony case before they press charges. So they will literally.
I didn't know it was a felony,
Target,
but okay.
No. That is exactly.
That's a policy.
I mean, this is a company policy. Yeah. No, because I worked as a consultant on the actual policy is they have facial recognition software that basically marks. So anybody that is marked as suspicious is flagged in the system. Now that person is
extra level scrutiny.
Upon, like if they walk into any Target in the entire country,
ding,
they will immediately be flagged, and security will be notified to watch that person.
Right.
And so you do not want to be on that list.
No.
So the best thing to do with Target is it's not a list you want to be on.
Not a preferred
list. It's freaking scary.
It's not a good list.
If we didn't live in a surveillance state, thundered in a freaking under the dome situation,
under the dome,
Big Brother. I mean, it's.
I know it's crazy.
You know.
I would also.
So that would be my.
That is my assessment as well, James. I would return it, go back to the store with the box saying, "Hey, this second." I would just frame it as this second box didn't scan, and I didn't notice till I got home. I just want to put it back. And they would say, "Great, thank you."
Which is totally,
and it's done.
Something that happens.
Happens all the time.
They will, and there's nothing illegal about doing that, because what is illegal about saying I accidentally took something and now I would like to pay for it?
And by the way, I'm now here in the store with the item. So, so
no downside there. Whereas they might not have noticed that you did it, which is a possibility. But if they did, you want to be taken off of that list.
Yeah.
Because what is it? That is actually, it's connected to SKUs and prices.
Right.
And yes, there are literally automations that run that count up the items that were taken. And then they basically, once it gets to grand theft, that's when they go to prosecute normally. But they build an entire case until and so all of a sudden, you steal one thing, but you've been stealing for 3 years, and Target has 5 years in prison on you.
Right, and all of a sudden you get a summons, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
and all of a sudden, Target's bringing up images from 5 years ago, where you're like, "Oh crap."
100%.
Yep. Yes.
Absolutely. We live in hell. Yeah. So James, so do the right thing. That's our belief here. So good luck.
When I was a kid, totally would have stolen them. But unfortunately, we're all geotagged.
I don't think I ever stole anything. I don't think I ever stole anything. I'm trying to remember.
Actually, no, I never really did either.
I don't think I did.
Wasn't my.
I did one. In freshman year of college, there was a one of the dorm mates knew a guy who worked at some sporting goods store or something and was basically selling rollerblades for $50 a pair. And he said, "Hey, I get you 50 pair of rollerblades." Now, it didn't dawn on me. I'm like, "Oh, he's just using an employee discount," is what I thought. But rollerblades, even at the time, were like $250, $300. You know what I mean? They were like expensive. So I thought, "Oh, he's just using a discount. Sure, I'll take advantage of that. Why not?" It sounds legit, right? But he was stealing them, right? And selling So I have stolen rollerblades.
Well, that's more like possession of stolen goods. We didn't steal them.
I know. I should have known better.
Them.
He fenced them. He did.
And you don't know when
they were fenced.
When you fence, it's like that's not too bad.
I'm the victim,
I will
really.
say though that need, you are a victim.
I think so.
And I think about that each and every day.
Thank you.
How you went through that trauma.
Me, straight white guy is prosecuted.
But that was something that I remember from high school, where a lot of kids really got off on the klepto.
Right. Oh yeah.
I would go in to a store, and then we get to the food court, and someone would be pulling out, "Oh, look, I stole all these CDs." It's like,
why?
Why?
Why? He's like, I don't know.
It's like, "Oh, I went around the." It's like, it's like, but for some kid, that was just something. I once
in the retail business they call that
I once
shrinkage, by the way, shrinkage.
I once walked through a Macy's
Oh,
with a young lady.
yes.
And when we walked through the Macy's, and then as we were in the court, she put out her hand and said, "Do you like my rings?" And she had just stolen like 15 rings
Wow.
and just put them on her finger around Macy's.
And then
I was like, "What the hell?"
Did
and
you-
she's like,
Did you then
but she thought it was cool.
right?
like,
Did you then proceed
you
to
know.
sleep with this woman?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, because she was super cool. I mean, a chick that'll walk through Macy's and steal all that shit. Now, I'm not gonna do that, but I will absolutely sleep with a girl that does.
Right. So
Because she's like, because there is.
I'm just
there is
happy
some
you
issues
have
there.
a moral bar that was not crossed. That's that. Just feel good about that. That's great.
But yeah, of course, no, you know, somebody stealing some rings from Macy's. Come on, yeah, these aren't.
It's a victimless crime.
It's. I mean, really. I mean, you know.
All right, moving on to our next question. Kelly from Bloomington, Indiana, writes us. Kelly is a 24-year-old female. She recently got herself into an awkward situation with her 17-year-old younger brother. My brother was using my laptop,
Okay.
and so I was logged into Instagram. He ended up seeing some sexting texts I exchanged with a guy I haven't actually met in real life. To be clear, purely text-based, no pictures or videos were involved. He didn't understand the context and reacted badly. Since he's 17, he finds it unnatural and even gross that people sext. Now he's threatening to tell our parents. How should I approach him to prevent him from telling our parents, or at least manage the situation calmly? All right, so my initial comment in here is, you're 24. Who gives a shit if he tells your parents?
Yeah, okay. This is how
Why are you beholden
like,
to your parents at
okay.
24? It's like, what am I
Like-
missing? What am I missing?
If you want to avoid the first question is, do you have any compromising sexual material on your little brother? If not,
Right.
create some. So what? Okay, so this is how I see the situation.
Yes.
Your brother's being a weird little dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
being a little brother that he's a dick, and I mean he's 17. And he comes from a family where the 24-year-old daughter is sexting with strangers.
Right.
So clearly, it wasn't a household that was raised with like a huge amount of, conservatism. But if he tells you that he thought it was unnatural,
Mm-hmm.
tell him that you thought it was very unnatural when he tried to stick his dick in the dog. And you never told your parents about that. And he's going to say, "What are you talking about? I never did that." You'd be like, "You little fuck! You're not even going to admit to it." And then just completely gaslight him. Basically,
Funny.
be like, "You fucked the dog, and I will tell mom and dad you fucked the dog. If you say anything about the sexting, go." That is how you deal with that
Let's
situation.
do this. Ready? Boom. Blackmail off.
Because your brother, it's gonna be like, "Listen, bro, you want to go down this road?
Yeah.
You want to go down the unnatural road?
Yeah, yeah.
How about you forget everything you saw of your sisters?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and we can go on, and you can sleep at night, and not think I'm gonna come punch out your eyelids with a hole puncher. Okay, like that's
Sure. That's a path. Sure. Again, I mean,
that's the optimum path.
optimum path. I mean, I just think that, like, I just call us bluff and just say go for it. Like, again, you're 24. What do you care that your parents are sexting some guy? You're an adult. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I missing?
I know, but if you want to avoid that awkwardness,
I
and your
guess.
brother's also being a dick. So
That's
why
true.
it's like,
So you
I
want like
feel
revenge
your
for a
brother is, like,
dictum is what you want. You want retribution for
because it's not even necessarily it's because it's just psychological.
right.
Because unless he actually did fuck the dog, then yikes. But
Crikey.
either way,
We do not
if what
condone
you're,
bestiality on the show.
you would say, yeah, of course you deny it.
Yeah.
I deny it too. You want to get into college. That's why I haven't said anything up until now. But if you make it clear that this is not the sort of conversation that your brother wants you to have with your parents, nothing ever happened. He didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Why was he in your Instagram account?
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Again, I would say, like, I don't know why you letting him use your laptop for one thing, but that's fine. I would say to him, like, he's like, look, dude, I'm an adult and I can do whatever the frack I want, right? So it's none of your business. You violated my privacy. Pretty much,
Right. I think, but it sounds like it sounds like with Kelly that it's not like she's worried about getting in trouble. It's more that like
embarrassing
wants
conversation.
To, like, kibosh the awkwardness. Yeah, she's just like, come on, don't do that. Which is why, is it's like, yes, is there repercussions for her? No, other than she doesn't want her parents to just know that information.
I just don't like the lying
sexting in general because she thinks it's.
I don't like the lying. That's my problem. I'm just not a fan. I mean, I would probably put it instead of like the dog thing.
Wait, who are you?
I would probably say like, well, if you do that, I'll tell mom and dad the various things that you've done over the years, and we'll see how that goes for you. Remember,
right, that's what I'm saying.
You still live in the house, and I don't. So make the call, right? And that's fine. I think that's legit.
Right. But, so yes, those are. But that is more than just letting it go.
Sure.
That's
Sure.
So. You don't have to, and none of this stuff is like, no one's being lied to. You're just telling your brother that if he tells your parents, you will lie to them about things that he's done, and you will lie persuasively and loudly and insistently until he needs to go inpatient.
Right.
Okay. So that's what will happen.
I was just going slightly.
17-year-old brother.
I was taking a slight tilt on it. All I'm saying, and just leave it up to the brother's imagination, right? Like. Literally saying, like, if you do that, I'll tell mom and dad the things you've done over the past years, and let him figure out what horrible things he's done that he doesn't want them to know.
You have to make up.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's not a critical.
That's where I'm going with that. It's flavor. It's flavor for sure. It's add some spice onto the scenario.
I'm saying if you really want to like guarantee it,
the dog.
Just, lock up some made up evidence. That you can trust at him, and because if you say it loudly enough, it just becomes a fact. That's what happens.
That's what I'm told.
You know that? If you say something for like 20 years, like both sides are to blame, and that's just what it is. Everything is everybody's.
That's what it is.
That's the rule. Doesn't matter.
That's funny. All right, so Kelly, good luck. You're fine here. You've done nothing wrong. Again, you're a consenting legal adult, and everything you did was fine. And everything we're suggesting is, if you want to avoid the awkward conversation with your parents, then. Fine, then carry on with that. Otherwise, you're good. And your brother's a tool, but he's 17. He's a male. So what do we say? Always subtract.
Yeah, but he's being a deranged little weird fuck.
I guess.
Because the whole thing is he's seeing that being like, I'm gonna, because he doesn't want to do like. He is psychologically messing with you, because at 17, if he was 8, but no, at 17 he knows it's like he's not that. He's more like threatening. He's trying to use it as leverage to be like, I'm going to tell mom and dad that you were doing something fucking weird.
Yeah.
And you were like, you do not want to go down this road, bro.
Right. And here's why.
And make that very clear.
Yeah.
That road shall not be taken.
Right. I'm just adding the sub math, right? That like you take any male's age, subtract 5, and that's their emotional age, right? So basically, he's 12, really. So.
Oh, yeah, he's 6. But
he's actually 6. Temperament and behavior, he's 6. Too funny. All right, Kelly, good luck. Question 4. So let's see. Melissa from Grand Haven, Michigan. I have had an issue with pursuing men for my whole life. I'm looking for advice from actual men to tell me what they think. My problem is I'm only attracted to married men or men in long-term relationships. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? If I hear a guy is single, I assume something's wrong with him because he hasn't been vetted and accepted by another woman already. My friends tell me I'm terrible for doing this, but I can't help who I'm attracted to. If a guy decides I'm a better bet than his current wife-girlfriend, I can't help that. I'm just giving him the opportunity for a different choice. Am I really as awful as my friends say? I don't think so.
Yes.
No, I don't think so. I think she's fine. She's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm an actual man, just as you're an actual man.
Yes.
And I think she's an asshole. Like a massive asshole. Okay. Like. Okay.
Go ahead.
Melissa's only attracted to men that have been. Make my case. Okay. Melissa, you are attracted only to men who have been vetted by another woman, and so if she's done the legwork of making sure that he's good, then you'll try to like steal him off of her.
Right.
That's not how any of that's supposed to work, and that's why your friends are telling you you're awful, because that's an awful way to behave. If a guy decides you're a better option, it's only because he doesn't know you. You are not a better option for anybody if this is the kind of shit that you pull.
So judgy.
Women who do this and oh yeah, absolutely. What is wrong with you? You're a narcissistic sociopath. Like you do not you are.
Here's why.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely not. You cannot. If you're a person who goes
Yes.
after married men specifically
Yes.
and tries to get them into an affair,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
do you
fine.
not believe that's an asshole move?
It is. It is not great. It is not great. However, I'm just trying to get into. It's not. It is not preferred. I'm getting to the reason she
it's
says
suboptimal.
It's suboptimal for sure. She's talking about the vetting. I think the real reason that you're attracted to men in relationships, and this is common, is that men who are in relationships are typically more confident. So I believe you're attracted to confidence, not necessarily the fact they're in a relationship.
I think she's attracted. I think basically she's like, hey, there's a guy. A woman has clearly already claimed him.
Sure.
He's like, I think of it as like lead conversion in sales.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
we made it transactional.
Bar, everybody's well, that's what she's doing. Because basically, if you're like in the dating scene and you walk into a bar, every person in there is a prospect that you don't know anything about.
Right.
And so what you've got to do is try to convert those prospects into leads.
That's right.
Who will end up turning into,
sales.
Fuck buddies. So when she is walking
in,
she is just immediately saying, okay, first I'm going to any guy that's not here with a woman, they're off the table. So I'm going to focus laser in on the guys who I absolutely should not be going for.
Right.
And if they do, I know that they are someone who will cheat on me.
Because they did it before and they'll do it again.
Right. So
a fair point, no question. But
she's going in there trying to up her odds. But
yeah.
I'm only going after the guys that have already been vetted.
I'm just trying to oh, my mic's a little too close. I'm just trying to get to the real reasons why she does this, right? And I think they're not what she thinks she is, right? I think that there's two things. I think there's the confidence thing. I think you're attracted to confident men, and the I think there's a bit of an insecurity complex here going, right? That you think, maybe you're not actively thinking this, but I think it's in there somewhere, that if you feel you can steal a man away from a woman, that you've proven your self-worth in a way, right? That you made yourself more desirable than another woman, right?
That's awful.
That is awful. That is awful. Well, it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel that way, but executing on that is the problem, right? Like...
Right, and it sounds like your MO is to execute on that.
Right.
Like, exactly that.
Right. And you're right.
Like
non-preferred, non-optimal, absolutely.
Suboptimal.
Yeah, suboptimal. Because if it's really vetting, you expand that to say think of it this way. Think of it this way, Melissa. I'm going to put myself in your headspace, and it's if you think it's these women have vetted these men, maybe those women don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they're crazy. Maybe they are insecure themselves and can't get any better, right? There's all these reasons why a broken woman can be with a complete horrible guy. You know what I mean? So just him having a woman is not a qualifier for he must be vetted in a positive way. You know what I mean?
Because somebody matches up with someone else,
right.
does not mean that
it's not the formula per se.
Right.
Right. Because to that point, right? And in theory, any man that ever dated a woman is fair game because he was vetted by someone at some point, right? So what does it matter if he's not currently actively in the relationship?
Nancy vetted Sid Vicious, but
That's
and
right.
that whole thing. But they had a good time.
They worked it out. Yeah.
I just think going if you're someone that's saying okay, I'm looking to date, and you're like, oh no, he doesn't have a wedding ring, I'm not gonna go after him, and your friends are like, wow, you suck. Yeah, that you do. That's why they're saying that. Because it's
funny.
You're only gonna watch the guys with wedding rings.
Yep.
With wedding rings.
Yeah,
in order to hope that they are willing to look past it.
Right.
And sleep with you,
right,
because you might be a better bet than their wife.
Right. And again, think of the end game
Not
here,
cool.
Melissa, to Green Pants' earlier point was that, say you do that, and you get this guy. Well, you're dating a guy with a history of cheating.
What? Right.
That's your best case scenario.
And just because he did it with you, it's not because, that was because it was her. It was me.
Right. Until it's you.
You found out that he is a person who will stray.
Right.
Great. So now you've destroyed that relationship, and now you're in one that you're just waiting, ultimately, for it to end.
Yes.
So,
oh my lord, that's true.
Whose match, Melissa.
Go
on Tinder.
I just want to be something. Right. I just want to be clear. Like, I guess I'm more saying I'm fine with the way Melissa feels, but you're right. The execution is a problem, right? That is a bad move to make.
I'm not okay with the way Melissa feels.
You feel how you feel.
I
just think Melissa needs to. You do not respect Melissa's feelings. Melissa just needs to understand why she feels the way she feels, and I think the reasons I've laid out are the true reason the way you feel, Melissa. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
She's entitled to her feelings. And I'm entitled to judge her. And those
fair.
And so her feelings suck. So I think
let the judging begin. Yes. All right, that's fine.
I mean, the judging's ended. It's just right. I mean,
has it though?
Melissa's a garbage person. Done. That's fine. It's like that's canon now. That's fine.
That's canon. Locked
Melissa
in.
is garbage. Question 5.
Call Lucas. Call Lucasfilm. It's canon. All right, Melissa, good luck, and hopefully,
canon, at least.
Yeah, hopefully, try to find another guy you're attracted to. Maybe find a guy who just broke out of a relationship because he was still vetted, right? But he's now single. Someone who just got out of a relationship.
Change your whole perspective and do your own vetting. And also,
maybe these other girls do the work.
Just the concept of vetting. It just that just sounds
sure.
Yeah, come on.
Sure. Oh, come on. Don't pretend it doesn't happen. Of course, it happens. All right. Here we go.
No, of course it happens, but I'm saying as a methodology choice.
So you're like,
one goes about
it. Don't outsource the vetting is what you're saying. That's what Melissa's doing. She's like having the other girls do the vetting for her.
No, that's not even outsourcing the vetting is fine if it's like you're getting a recommendation from a friend. It's when
of course.
You're trying to the person that did the vetting
doesn't
want to do it. So you are basically you are doing a disservice to the vetter.
Yes, the vetter.
If you're like, oh, thank you for seeing that this guy's nice. Let me prove to you that he isn't. That he'll cheat on you. And then I'll go out with him.
Let me prove you wrong.
Now, we've ruined lots of people's lives.
Let me prove you wrong and take your man.
Yeah. Stop ruining lives, Melissa.
That's true. All right, Melissa, you got to figure this out. Good luck. All right, our last question comes from Jason from Farmington, New Mexico. Jason says, hey guys, I'm struggling with how much I should share in a new relationship. Lately, I've been feeling unsure about how much I should share with my new partner about past stuff that bothers me, like drug use and petty crime. I don't want to seem paranoid. I also don't want things to build up and later cause resentment. Does she really need to know about my past cocaine use if I'm not doing it anymore? Do you think I should be straight up and honest? All right, Jason, you got to phase it in. You got to phase it in. I'm a strong opinion on this. Like,
it depends the extent of the past stuff.
Regardless, you don't go date one and say, hey, I'm a recovered cocaine addict. You just do not say that.
Right, yes, I mean? I think we could both agree that is.
Yeah.
Like, do you have warrants? Like, that's a total turnoff. Like if you're on a date and you get arrested because of a bench warrant, and then your date has to like have the cop take her to a bus station.
Right.
That's
probably no date 2.
We like to say.
Probably not date 2. Right. Is at the point I would say. I think
it is definitely a turnoff.
Yeah, for sure.
Turnoff.
For sure.
If the law is looking for you.
Right. Actively looking for you. Right. If you're currently ankle chained to your former cellmate at the date, also not
if you're writing this from your prison cell, perhaps you are.
I recently. This is very funny because I was around an acquaintance, and we were having this very discussion in a group of people about and she was very much like, I throw it all out there, and they can either take it or leave it, that kind of attitude, kind of thing. And I'm like, I understand the concept of what you're saying. I'm like, but the practical implications, right? Like, until you have a level of familiarity with someone, like, there's some things that it's just not time to share yet. It's just like, you got to build up a trust and a communication. Then you share some of these deeper, darker things, right? I mean, it's just, you're not hiding it by doing that. You're just being...
Yeah, you don't go over your rap sheet on the first date.
Right.
Just be like, first of all, how much cocaine are we talking? Like that's like are we talking like a few bumps every once in a while to like get through the day, or are we talking like Pablo Escobar? Because do you have a deviated septum now? Like, is that something that you now have? Because have you ever been on an international flight and been terrified that the condom up your ass with cocaine was going to explode and the entire flight would be very interesting from then on? Is that something that you have
not to share on date one?
No. How much money do you owe Tony D? Does Tony D know where you are? Is Tony D looking for you now? Is Tony D
in the restaurant with your date
angry that you went off grid? And do you think when he does find you,
right,
he will also go after your family and friends?
Right.
Because if there is a kidnapping risk due to Tony D,
I guess you should tell.
You should take care of.
I guess you should communicate that in the first date if it's really to that extent. Yes. I would guess. Let's talk about a little more less impactful. Like, I don't know. Like, what example? Say you're really into marionettes, for example. Do you buzz those out on the first date?
No, because people are really weird about those things. And like things like puppets and marionettes and stuff, because some people will just like, they're like, oh, oh yeah, it's a look cool, it's a dancing puppet. And they're like, what the fuck? That's so weird. Why would you do that? Who's doing that? What are you, Geppetto? Like, yeah, and it's just I don't have a feeling on it. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah, clearly.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I think I just had a stroke. What were you saying?
I was talking about, like, again, there are like. For example, I would not probably reveal on a first date. Well, it depends on who it was with, right? But like that I could probably cite most of the original Star Wars movie from memory, right? I would probably not lead with that on my first date. And that's a more benign thing than like drug use. If she's a nerd,
that could be
I would impress her with it. Exactly.
Right. Mm-hmm. But it's not necessarily, like, I mean, you can impress people with your cocaine use, but you got to like, roll that in.
Yes.
Because it depends on just how much cocaine and when and,
And how and what trouble in the law are you with, to all your earlier points. I mean, geez. Yeah.
Right.
No, you don't bring this up, Jason. Absolutely not. There's a time in the relationship. And to be fair, it's tricky to figure out when that time is, right? But it's not date one, also not date two.
Could be never.
It's a bit into the relationship. I think eventually you want to share that about yourself. You know what I mean? And
how about after you've been married for 50 years?
50 years.
And you're
on your deathbed.
You're in the old age home. You're like, honey,
by the way,
so much cocaine. I
my
was
God.
Oh
my God. Stuart, I can't believe you're just telling me this now. How dare you?
Yeah. It's like I sold LSD for the first 10 years of our relationship. What? Like, yes.
Yes, I mortgaged our house to buy.
Our children went to college based upon my drug deals. I am Walter White. I hope that's okay, Skylar.
Skylar.
That was his
Walter
great. White's wife.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. But when is that time, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe before meeting the family, but after you're sleeping together on a regular basis.
Again, it depends.
That's
on
probably
what
the window.
It is, because it's
I guess
past bad stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's highly subjective.
Right.
Because I mean, it's like the because you don't want to be like Chunk in the Goonies, where he's basically like
Chunk.
And then one time I took a cookie out of my mom and I stole it, I ate it, and
right.
There's just some stuff. I would just say, if it flows naturally, like if she says, have you ever done a whole lot of cocaine? Then you're in a situation.
And you go, actually, yes. I'm a recovering addict, right?
Why do you ask?
Mm-hmm.
Or cocaine is a hell of a drug. What do you want to know?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yes. It's a very situational kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, but I think that's a pretty fair window, though. I think I wouldn't want to go too long with it, honestly, because you're right. If it comes up, it'd be like, I can't believe you hid this from me. You know what I mean? It's fair,
right?
So again, I think after,
even if you're not trying to hide it, because it's like what I mean. Sometimes, because there will be certain things that even if you weren't trying to hide it, by simply if enough time goes by that you don't volunteer it, it will now become that you have been hiding it.
Correct.
Especially if it is found out and it is deemed to have been worthy of being mentioned much earlier, you are screwed.
Correct. So I would say, again, before meeting the parents, right? If she comes to you and says, hey, I'm so happy in our relationship. These past few months have been amazing. I would really love you to meet my parents. And you're like, wow, I'm really touched that you would want to take that step. So, I
once woke up in a dumpster.
And then roll right into the dumpster story. Right?
Like, listen, I was strung out on heroin. I was going to do anything. I crawled into that dumpster.
Yep. I snuggled up to a crack whore, and that's what I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Stuff happens. People do what they got to do. Anyway, do your parents like a certain kind of wine? Like, should I bring a gift? Like.
Wait. Why are you screaming? I'm sorry.
What, are we on?
Where are you going?
Oh, shit. Where are you going? Okay.
Oh well.
I mean, that'll work too. I mean, that is an answer.
It is an answer.
You will find out.
Yes, you will. Yep. Yeah, so I think that's about the right amount of time, Jason. So don't go early with it, because like I said, unless people know you and more of your history and your story and the kind of person you are, sharing that information
in the context.
Right. Sharing that information too early is just going to ruin a potential great relationship. You know what I mean? Because someone who gets that right off the bat is going to be like, holy fuck, and they're going to be, get out of Dodge, you know?
Right.
So finding the right time is the right thing.
If you've ever stolen a car, you need to be able to explain why.
Yes.
And
if you ever carjacked someone, not that you played too much Grand Theft Auto.
Right. Like, you know, if you've, maybe you can explain away your 3 years in county jail as standing up to bullies.
Right.
You know, even though they were behind a register and you had a gun. So I don't know.
Yes, things happen. Did I tell you that happened to me once? I was playing Grand Theft Auto, actually, and I felt so bad because I was in my Lamborghini and I was driving down the street in Grand Theft Auto, and a lady...
You felt bad.
I did, and here's why. In the video game, I did. Because I don't like doing bad things. I always play the good guy in video games. So I was at the corner.
So you're playing Grand Theft Auto?
I know. I only kill bad people. Drug dealers, pimps.
Oh, okay.
I only kill bad people. So
I'm glad you have a moral floor.
I pulled up to a corner, and a nice lady walked up to the car and leaned in and said, hey, want to have a good time? And I'm like, I'm in a Lamborghini. I have some money. Why not? So we drove to a certain area, and the car does this little rocking animation, right? And the money subtracted from your account.
Your health goes up.
Right. And she gets out of the car, and I'm like, great. And she starts walking down the street, and I'm like, all right, time to go. I back up. She turned around at the moment as I was backing up. I ran her over.
Killed her, didn't you?
She died. I got out of the car, and I looked, and my money was laying there. So I took it.
Did you take it back?
I did, because it's like,
of course you did.
I'm not
right?
going to leave
you
it.
got the fuck out of there, right?
I'm not... I felt so bad. It's like, the money just laying there. I'm not going to not take it. And it was the exact amount I gave her. And I'm like, okay, well, there goes.
Oh, well, of course. Well, if she had any, she doesn't need it now. She's dead. It's like, that's, shit happens. So it's like, who's, someone else is just going to take the money. Why not
I know. I know.
I mean, clearly you have a Lamborghini. But
I know.
I don't need the money.
I felt legitimately bad for that. I mean, I stole the Lamborghini, right? But in a previous encounter.
Right, exactly. Because this is Grand Theft Auto. Because I have seen people play that game, or at least on the version I saw, that they went in with there was a van, and so the prostitute came up, and you got into the van.
Oh, get into the van.
And the van jiggled around, and your health went up, and then as soon as the prostitute got out, the person would shoot them. So that's normally
horrible.
Always, like every person I play with, as soon as they made love to the prostitute, they immediately killed her.
I felt legitimately horrible about that.
Person. That means you're a good person.
Does it? By feeling that? I still did it. I took the money.
Okay, did you ever play SimCity and lock your people in a room where they couldn't have a bathroom? Just to torture them?
No. What do they do? What happens in that case? Do they just poop on the floor?
Yes, yes, they do. After they go through a lot of trauma. It's fun to watch them have a mental breakdown. But yeah, what you do is you create a house, and you put them in the house, and then you remove the doors and you remove the windows, and then you remove the bathroom.
Got it.
And then now they're in a cell, and they don't like it, and you don't feed them,
right?
And you don't sleep, and you don't do whatever. So you essentially, you psychologically and physically abuse them,
right?
Until they lose their minds and literally start shitting on the floor. At which point, I think you've proven your point, and you can,
Do they eventually die from not getting
restart?
Do they eventually die from not being eaten?
Yeah, by that time I've already deleted them and moved
You've lost interest.
I don't know. I mean, once they've gone crazy and are just throwing shit at the walls, it's like, there's really not a whole lot more to look.
There's the fun.
It's like At that point, they're broken. So, you know, it's like.
So you don't feel comfortable reintroducing them into society after that point.
Wait, would you? I don't think so. I mean, I mean, hey, remember that time you ran over that prostitute and took your money back? I mean, come on, we all do things.
I mean, you basically recreated Saw for these people.
Those movies have an audience.
Yes.
It's a genre that has been explored.
Okay, it's time for speed round, and it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
It's your turn because you made me answer some other stupid food question last week, so now it's on you. So we're gonna read. It's Green Pants' turn. We're gonna read him 5 rapid fire questions, and he's gonna answer them in 60 seconds, and then we'll do a quick unpack. So Green Pants, no dilly dally, as is your way. We're gonna get right to the. Okay.
It is not my way. That is your way.
It is always your way. It is consistently your way.
I am on point.
And we are going to start the timer as soon as I finish reading the first question. Green Pants, are you ready?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. What is the most awkward compliment you've ever given? Not gotten, given.
Oh, after having like casual sex, just literally with the person just being like, yeah, that was nice.
Okay.
And that was it.
What's the most intense interaction you've had with a stranger?
Oh my God, the shamaning episode. That was really intense with a lot of strangers.
Back to the shamaning. Okay, there we go. If animals had fashion trends, which would be the most absurd? Go on.
A cow in a leather bomber jacket.
That's wow. It's like wearing someone's skin. What's the worst way to receive a compliment?
While on the toilet having explosive diarrhea.
Got it. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever lied about? These are good this week.
When I tried to outrun a cop and I actually went into a church and tried to pretend that I was praying, and I wasn't actually speeding because that was so ridiculous.
That's a good answer. That's a really good answer.
I'm surprised I did not get hit by lightning the second I opened the church door.
Oh my lord!
All it did was prove, you know what? It's just a building.
That's great. It's just a building with nothing significant. That's brilliant. I went through a phase in my, I don't know, preteen, early teen years where I just lied about everything. Like I would just make like benign things that there's no reason to lie about. I would just make shit up. And there were 2 occasions I remember in particular. One of them was I told my father, and my parents were divorced, so I visited my father over the summer where he lived. And I told my father that I'd been playing guitar, you know, because I wanted to play guitar, but I just never started, right? So, and then we went out. I was out there, and he took me to this place where it was like some distant family member or something hanging out, and there was a guitar there. And my father's like, "Hey, Vanguard plays. Why don't you play us something?" And so I was a little hesitant, and he's like, and he looked at me, he's like, "You better not be bullshitting me again, boy." Like that with that firm tone.
Wow.
And I was
so you
like,
already had a reputation.
Right. So I had the guitar, and then racing through my mind, and I'm thinking, okay, I know a little bit. I know about music. I know there are intervals on pianos and guitars, right?
So you're trying to figure out how the instrument creates sound.
So I'm looking at the frets, I'm looking at the spacing and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can figure this out. So I start to strum on a certain thing, a couple notes sound weird, I move my fingers, and all of a sudden I kind of get a chord out. I'm like, okay, and I just sort of did a little strum pattern alternating between this way. I learned to play guitar in that moment because I feared my father's wrath.
Wow.
Yeah. At a very fundamental level, of course, but, you know, still.
Yeah, no, but that's...
And he bought it. He's like, oh, that sounds really good. And I'm like, great, done. Lying works.
That's impressive. Because I can't do that with a teacher. So, you know.
I mean, it was no Lindsey Buckingham, of course.
Right.
Like, yeah.
You weren't finger picking Big Love.
No, I was. No, I was not, and I still cannot. Yeah, that's crazy. But no, the church one is really good. That's a good one, the church one.
Yeah, and that was, and yeah, I mean that absolutely happened. Mm-hmm. Like that was going over a hill. I saw a cop coming. I was like, I know he's going to turn around and go the other way. So I'm like, I got to figure out how much time I have. So I hit the gas, pulled into St. Elizabeth Seton's parking lot, jumped out of the car,
ran into the church,
went into the church, and then the cop pulled in and followed me and was like, and he didn't, and I asked him to bear with me because in the middle of praying to my Lord and Savior.
And please keep it down.
And he didn't like that.
He didn't.
So, and then when we finally got out to the car after the officer wouldn't accept my explanation, it turns out I had forgotten my wallet, as well as lost the registration to the car.
Oh no! This is
I was very late to work.
I'm sure that's borderline like hands on the hood, you know.
Yeah, it was a little scary.
Oh my goodness!
But you know, would I do it again? Obviously.
Yeah.
Because you know, but I just would have gone a little bit faster. Or I wouldn't have stopped at the church. There's a different things that I could have done it like an e-brake lockup right into like the trees where you can spin out and turn off your lights.
Yeah.
It was getting to but,
or parking lot, head down, you know, that kind of thing, or back at least behind a building,
right?
You know, sort of something like that. Yeah.
You want the car to like disappear,
right?
So that's why you
I've had to do it. It's a thing. Back in my my younger wild days. All right, cool. So
I've disappeared so many cars.
I know. It's like, oh my goodness. Let's see. So, let's see. What was the one that you said? Oh, awkward compliment was after sex.
Oh, well, it was.
You had relations. I think it
was so awkward because it was basically because we were not in a relationship, and it was like,
oh,
okay, that was good. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. And it was to me that it was just a very it was a compliment on you know the sex.
Yes.
But it wasn't like an enthusiasm. It was just it felt awkward at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You have an awkward
compliment? I think that's great.
That
I've given, I don't know. It's like
this is why I don't give compliments.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want that awkwardness.
I mean, I know I've compliment actually this is kind of recent actually too. I've complimented a man on his ass. Like it was a bare ass, and I was in the room with the bare ass, and I said, "You have an exceptional ass," to him, and he was appreciative. He's like, "Thank you. Actually, I am known for this. It is one of my famous things." So I'm like,
I am known for my ass.
Yes, it's great.
Is this a stranger?
It's someone you know. It was not a stranger.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you the name after the show. But
okay.
Someone that we know. Yeah. And
you know what? I don't. You know what? It's
and
none of my business.
He let me. He even let me just check it, and I did.
Again,
and
don't need to know.
It was but, you know, fantastic. It was great.
It was. I mean,
it was
clearly. I mean, it's really stuck in your head.
Now it is. It's like wow. So what else do we have here? So intense stranger interactions. What was yours again?
Okay,
the shamaning, of course. Of course.
I threw away the shaman, but like intense. It was when I was a kid. I kicked a ball into like this old man's backyard.
Yep.
And he went fucking crazy.
Oh no!
And so like he came out and was just because I think I was like maybe like 10 or 11, but like this man came out and was just screaming profanity at us, and like we thought he was gonna like pull out a gun.
Oh my god!
So it was so terrifying because he was just a straight, and we had no idea, and we just went running so. I would describe that as intense because I don't know what would have happened. He was probably just being like, he could have been drunk or whatever, but it was just, we kicked the ball and he was like, "You fucking kids, I want to go with that." And we were like,
whoa,
and just sprinted away. And so, yeah, that was intense and literally never went that way in the neighborhood. It was like,
wow.
No, we don't go down that street anymore.
Because crazy guy. Seriously.
And
Jesus.
we don't know. Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to remember my one.
His days got a lot quieter.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can try to remember my one. I had one where I lived in this really shitty apartment complex in my younger days back in New Jersey, and somebody abandoned an ice cream truck, so it was sitting in the lot, and then it was there for months, and finally people started throwing rocks at the windshields, break stuff, and then eventually it was an abandoned ice cream truck basically, and we would play in it because that's what we did. And there was one kid who wanted to hang around us, but another guy I was hanging with didn't like that kid, so kind of like drove him off. Say, "Oh, get away, you loser," blah blah blah. And I was not yet the kind that would stand up for my fellow scorned playmates, right? Yeah, exactly.
To stand up to bullies.
Exactly. So I did not stand up to bullies. But then this kid's sister came over, and came in the truck, and literally lost her shit, screaming at us, said, "How dare you, and you kids are shit, and you all suck." And she's like, "I'm 18, so I can't kick your ass, but my brother is," not the one that we scorned, but her younger brother was like 16 or something. "I'm going to get him here. He's going to beat the living shit out of each one of you." Just sit right there. Because we're in the ice cream, and we wouldn't let her brother play with us, was the thing. Yeah. Intense and stupid is what it was. It's like...
So you were introduced to female rage.
I was.
And as it was directed toward you.
Yeah. And the funniest thing was, and we were 14 or 15 at the time. And we were 14, I think, at the time. And then that happened. And then she finally left. And we all sat there and looked at each other. And then one of my friends said, "She was really fucking hot, wasn't she?" We were like, yeah.
I mean, she probably, and was she really hot when she was mad?
18-year-old. Oh, yeah. She was. Her hair was flailing around. Yeah, it was great.
If you tell a woman that
she's
hot when she's mad, it normally doesn't go well.
She gets more mad, but does not get more hot.
So like that. Okay, that's another example of an awkward compliment.
Right.
Giving someone a compliment. Wow, you are so
hot when you're mad,
screaming at me.
Right.
And
I just want to do you right now. Can we have sex right now? Because you're so hot right now.
Exactly. Can we have sex?
No, we can't. We can do anything but sex.
So that is very awkward.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. And then what was it? The animals, fashion trends. Oh,
yeah, like a leopard wearing leopard prints.
That's the correct answer. A cow wearing a leather jacket is classic because it's like a human walking around with human skin on. It's
right, like an alligator has alligator shoes.
Yes.
You put him on his feet and he's just got
right.
Right.
Yeah, cows wearing leather is pretty up there. Yeah,
snake
for sure.
with a snake skin. Like he already got rid of his skin.
That's right. That's right. It's weird enough when you think of like a horse, like a horses wear leather saddles, right? So like basically you chopped up a cow and put it on a horse.
Oh right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fundamentally,
their friend. Well, but maybe horses might hate cows. Like
we don't even know.
Maybe it's a thing.
Like they often share pasture together, don't they? I mean, they don't hurt each other, right? They're just.
I don't know. What goes on in the secret lives of cows and horses.
The secret lives of cows.
But yeah, I would say it would be odd, even to the horse, if the cow was wearing a bomber jacket, like a leather.
Agreed.
Like a really nice suede jacket.
The horse would look. The horse would look and say, "Dude, that's fucked up." That's pretty messed up.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. No, I that's got to be the right answer. That's really spot on. That's really spot on. Do you know there were no? Here's a random factoid. There were no cows or horses in North America when the Europeans came over to colonize.
Yes, they were not indigenous to the North America.
And they think that's why the tribes
we hunted the buffalo to extinction.
Yes.
That was fun.
And they think the Native American tribes were so isolated because there were no beasts of burden that lived in North America at the time, so they couldn't travel long distances except by foot, So
right.
And you're only going to walk so far before you say fuck this and you go home.
Those nice white Europeans came over and taught them how to be civilized.
Had to be Christians and had to be civilized.
And now, you got to admit,
and gave them the smallpox.
It went really well. It went super well. And
it went great for them.
Native Americans are some of the happiest people you've ever met.
Oh my Lord!
They just feel
so bad.
They feel well treated.
It's awful. It was awful what happened.
Yeah. What's the worst way to receive a compliment?
The worst way to receive a compliment.
That's why I just.
What was yours?
Because. I'm in no position to appreciate it if I have explosive diarrhea. So if someone wants to be like, "You made the best meringue," be like, "Okay, right now, that's not the time. Not the time
that's
to
true.
Receive the compliment."
That's true. So totally non sequitur compliments, right, are clearly at the top of the list, right? Things that are just completely inapplicable to scene.
I suppose the worst way would be for someone to compliment you as they were murdering you.
Right.
So it was just like, "I always loved you, smush."
Smush.
You know what I mean? It's like
drown.
Right. Is that exactly?
Right.
So I'll put any compliment given to you while being murdered.
That's fair. Or on the toilet. I think you covered both those cases, which is like two of the definite ways you don't want to receive a compliment: when you're being killed or when you're on the toilet.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear any information while I'm on the toilet. I don't want to hear there's any humans around me when I'm on the toilet. It's like.
You want to be in your own.
I want to be in my own universe. There was a whole Rick and Morty episode about that. You see that one where he had a toilet on the planet?
Right. It's you create your own universe within the toilet.
With just the toilet. Then he found out somebody used the toilet and he lost his shit and he had to track the guy down to kill him.
Oh my god, how, you just buy a new toilet. You just rip out all of the plumbing, you put in all new plumbing, because at that point your bathroom's been tainted. Been tainted by an external ass that was not,
That's right. Strange ass thing.
Some people just replace the seat, but I say replace the whole toilet.
That's right. Oh, that's good. Dude, I think we covered it all.
We did.
Yeah. We had a couple softballs today, which was great. It's good to get those once in a while, Hopefully that's good lessons for everybody. Just stay the fuck out of people's business. It's the big takeaway, right?
Right. And don't hit on married men as your modus operandi.
Have it not be your go-to. It's like
So suboptimal.
Find other ways to evaluate good quality men, I think is what we would say there. But again, I understand the feelings behind it.
On your cocaine use and petty crime to
drug joke.
Your significant other that you're that you are courting.
That's right.
You want to let them know let them. You probably want to misdemeanors you can clump together, but felonies should probably be admitted
separate
to
category.
One at a time.
Agreed.
Yeah, and if you do one felony, wait a week before you talk about another.
True, but the problem is if you bring that up, she'll be like, "Oh my god, what else have you done?" Right, and then you're kind of up against the wall at that point.
Well, then you say been convicted of. You can say I've been convicted of, and then you just name the things you've been convicted of.
That's right. That's right.
And you go from there. Because it is public record, so she can look it up.
She could do background check on you. I know. And actually, she was a good girlfriend. She would have before she agreed to go out with you.
Oh, you're supposed to do a police background check if you're that's now a prerequisite.
A prereq. Well, you said we're gonna have these social identity scores soon, so you're gonna just be able to look somebody up and know exactly.
Yeah,
what the deal is.
But once we have the chip installed, and if we don't get enough likes from our neighbors,
that's right,
we will not be allowed to leave our home.
100%.
That is how and that is how we will create a brave new world together, where everybody is happy because we will only let the happy people out.
That's right. And those who conform to the way we want them to be, the proper society rules.
Yeah. If they conform to our idea of happiness, they will stay happy.
That's right.
And if they don't, well,
this does not go well for them.
That's a choice. Right. They're going to carousel. And in Logan's Run, everyone turns 30, you go up there, you just die.
You're
at
just
30,
gone.
you get killed. You know why? Because it's too old. You're old lady at 30.
No point.
Everyone was happy, and you just die at 30.
Yep.
And that movie, everything turned out great. So
really positive ending.
Yeah.
With old Yeller.
I think Logan should have just let them kill him. Logan should have just been this is a good idea. And there wouldn't have been much of a movie, but if he had just let them be
let it happen.
Yeah, you know what? I am old.
Right.
But
take me out.
He had to run. So we had a movie.
It's true. That's true. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, right? Will we? Yeah.
Yes.
And everyone enjoy your
December show.
Yeah, enjoy your Thanksgivings, right? I think that's a great.
Yes, for those of you in the United States,
celebrate.
American Thanksgiving.
American Thanksgiving. We give thanks for.
The
eradication of.
So for all of you who enjoy that holiday,
Native Americans.
I wish you, and for all of you who despise that holiday, I wish it to pass quickly, and for you to be on the other side. Of whatever.
And for those who despise,
although here's for anybody that is going to a Thanksgiving celebration where you have some Trumper relatives, try to figure out what topics of conversation that they want to talk about that are not politics,
right?
Because they're not going to want to talk about politics.
That's right.
I have a feeling.
Yep. Just a guess. What was I going to say? Let this be a good moment of reflection, right? If you loathe being around your family for Thanksgiving, ponder that. Ponder why that is. And then ponder why you choose to keep associating and putting yourself in this situation.
I bet you probably won't have to ponder long because you're well aware of why you went no contact. But if you were at no contact, then you wouldn't even be at the Thanksgiving.
Right.
So, this is to So however you celebrate your Thanksgiving,
that's right.
Whether it's completely intoxicated or sober, with joy or in misery.
Yes.
I wish you success.
We do. And if those have happy families, then enjoy those moments, and for they are fleeting. So have fun, and we will see you. And again, questions below, Green Pants. Yep, so click the link, and send us your questions, and we'll do a post Thanksgiving episode from there. All right. So good. Green Pants, pleasure as always.
Everybody. We're here to help.
Pleasure. We are here to help.
Thank you, Vanguard.
Good night, everyone.